I mean, I broke my rib before and fought through it. This is something that I couldn't afford through. It was that bad. It's the it's the cartilage from the sternum that attaches to the ribs that fractures. So they cut in half. So it kind of controls everything, coughing, breathing, even like being able to posture up like this. I was kind of like hunchback for like 1 or 2 weeks, and like everything was just terrible. So there was no way I could fight or even train. So yeah.
You know, some people are starting to say though, hey, Weidman hasn't fought in enough time. He should be stripped of his title. Curious what you think when you hear that, and what your actual own thoughts are on, you know, how long a champ can be laid off before you need to have an interim.
Stripped of the title or interim?
Well, either way. I mean, listen, your haters are saying strip it, and the other guys are saying, yeah.
Well, the strip thing is crazy. I mean, I've been out for 6-7 months, so that doesn't make sense. I just fought in July. So the interim belt was kind of more of a business thing that the UFC would do, and I didn't really care that much when I started thinking about perspective. But if you look at any other guy who's been out 6-7 months, no one's ever even had an interim belt, so it would be a weird thing. But whatever, it's not happening. So fighting Belfort.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to start sparring 100%?
I'm hoping another couple weeks. Yeah, I'm able to do a lot of things, so I'm able to get workouts and stay in shape, become more athletic.
Vitor says he's passed 7 pre-fight tests already. What's your testing situation? Okay, there's my answer right there to that question. What are your thoughts?
I don't even want to. If he passed 7 pre-fight tests, that's great. I hope there's 7 more. You know, for everybody in the UFC. I think, especially with the Silva thing, it brought a lot of bad press to the sport, but which is going to allow us to grow now. You know, sometimes bad things need to happen for the sport to grow, and I think especially starting in July, you know, the sport's really going to start changing. We'll have more clean athletes, but I just don't want the stigma to be attached to the sport that everybody's doing it. I'm a champion. I've never taken a thing in my life. And, I just want the guys, the younger generations coming up, to not look at these other guys who got caught and think that's what they have to do. You don't have to do that. It's just hard work.
And what's your thoughts? So some people think Anderson, once you test positive, then they start to look back and try to say that he was always doing it. Do you have an opinion?
You know, it's all speculation, so I could speculate and kind of hammer his name, which I wouldn't. You know, I don't like to, you know, kick people when we're down. It's easy to do that, and you know, I'd rather not speculate because no one knows the truth.
Have you been tested for this game?
I was tested. Yeah, I was tested once.
Can you comment as well? Like today, you guys were more respectful, like with each other, you know, from like the same test. Did you comment on that changing?
Well, we ended up. I was working out with Dillashaw and Faber in the workout room here, and all of a sudden the door opens up and Vitor Belfort starts walking in. We're staring each other down. We weren't sure if we were gonna hate each other or not, and then we ended up cracking a smile. And cool, we just started chatting. You know, everybody, all 4 of us, started chatting, and so everything kind of calmed down. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's trying to take care of their families. Everybody's trying to accomplish their dreams and goals. So I have respect for anybody who steps in the cage, no matter how much junk has to be talked back and forth. It's all good.
I'm surprised that he decided to wait for you instead of like fighting for interview.
When you hear the stories, the way it's said, like, oh, you know, he got asked to fight Leo Cheetah, he said the reasons on why, that, you know, because he's not used to a southpaw and stuff like that. That sounds stupid. I mean, you've been fighting for how long in the UFC? It doesn't matter what side the guy has forward. Just mentally, you should just be very confident in yourself, no matter what. But if you think of it like, well, the reason why I really think he wouldn't take it is because he has his opportunity to fight for the real belt, and he could fight for the real belt 2 months later. You know, instead of fighting for an interim belt where he could possibly lose. So, and then he doesn't have to get to accomplish his dream, or even have the chance to accomplish his dream. So I understand.